Franklin's, everybody, one of my favorite categories just because the value is so intense. Understanding that for the last 35 to 38 years, NGC and PCGS publish everything they see. Yet there are no high-grade Franklins even close in proximity to Kennedy's and or Walker's before it. It's kind of like a vacuum of time. Well, we're going to go back to the last year of issue and look at a crazy price. They made 2 coins for circulation in 1963, a Philadelphia and a Denver. They were huge vintage figures, and we'll get to that in a minute. These are certified 64s, which are tiny, tiny population numbers. But that's the price for both of them, everybody. We're under $30 a coin tonight as part of our special this week.
The Philadelphia and Denver pair in 64. Now, 1963, they made 22 million coins out of the Philadelphia Mint, and out of Denver, they made 67 million coins, a little over 67 million coins. That's a lot of coins. Now, Steve referenced earlier in this presentation the grading services. They started in the mid to late 80s. So from that time on, especially NGC in this case, they documented every coin that came through the door. And in 64 grade or better, we're looking at a population of just 11,263 coins known to exist in 64 grade or better for the Philadelphia Mint, and just 8,839 for the Denver. This is the Denver right here. You'll find that mint mark on top of the bell, just under the E in states at the top there. So you're looking at 0.05%, 0.01% of the coins made to be in this grade or better. That's a fraction of a percent.
It's, yes, fractions and fractions.
A tenth of a percent.
The question always comes down to is well, how can Denver with 66 million actually have fewer, better quality coins? The timeout is real easy if you just listen. Right? They're slapping coins out like crazy. Right? Philadelphia. Right? Much slower, better quality. So the coins that are actually pushed through the system have a little bit more to offer. And that is the reason why exactly there are so few. No different with the 2015 Silver Eagles, right? Our highest, 47 million coins. Yet it's one of our lowest population for 70s in the last decade. It's whenever they make lots of coins, the quality goes away. Remember, back in 1963, none of the grading services existed. So that wasn't like, let's strike these to make sure they certify well.
Nobody even knew about the concept of grading at that time.
It didn't exist for a couple of decades later. The other part is this. I remember this because I was a youngster. But in 1980, with the Hunt brothers' help, silver goes to $50 an ounce for the first time in world history, which means these half dollars melted for 20 bucks a throw. So if you were like me and were a paper boy in the late 1960s, and you had all this silver put aside because you used your albums, but if you had extras, you threw them in a tin. But you didn't want to throw them away because they were silver. What happens? Well, melt mania happens all over the place. Indiscriminate, uncirculated, circulated, proof. I mean, people were melting their silverware. Yeah. They were melting everything they possibly could think of at this time in history. 1980, that is. Now, we saw $50 an ounce silver in the last decade, and with silver up 25% this year alone. Where is it going? Who knows? I wish I had that crystal ball. I bet you do too. But all I can tell you is this. Value is always the name of the game. You've got to have popularity. There's nothing more popular than the Franklin. 90% silver. Well, when the market's crazy in silver, where are the silver hidden secrets? Because certain things don't move as fast as others. But then it comes down to price always. And this one, under 30, is a wow product.
Our competition sells these for $39.95 each, same grade, Mint State 64, the Philadelphia and the Denver. We're $29.95 each when you buy this pair at $59.80, so you're saving $20 off our competitors. Again, it's Philadelphia and Denver. This one's a Denver. The Philadelphia does not have that mint mark, of course, on the top of the coin. But like Steve just referenced, it's all about the savings and the value. If you're going to save $10 a coin, do it. Get in on the last year of issue, the end of the era for the Franklin half dollar. in high grade 64. Blastoise beautiful coins as well.
If you were a Silver Eagle with a population in high grade, in Franklin, 64 is the place to be because they're all under 0.5%, right? Not 1% where we want to be, under 0.5%, which is even better. In Silver Eagles, that category is a 70, right? If a Silver Eagle uncirculated had a known population of 11,263 or 8839, it'd be a $1,000 coin, no questions asked. Period. And people will be in line to get that coin. So let's go back a half a century in our time capsule and find a bargain, a steal. Rarer coins, vintage coins, not being made today, and they sell for a fraction. Even the crazy price our competition put out 10 days ago, which was $39.95 each, which is $79.90 for the pair, our best price ever. This is our best price ever. It's not like we're in the same league. We are $20 less, and they are identical coins. But again, our mantra is what, Allie? We're trying to sell lots of coins. We're trying to reach a lot of collectors. So as a result, we're not going to sell 100 tonight. We're going to sell 1,000 tonight, 500 pairs. That's what we want to do and make this whole thing happen for everybody. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. avccoins.com is blowing up right now, just like the phones are, and that always happens when you have great items on the air. But I think it's time for us to put a 1-minute clock up.
Vintage 90% silver. Now's the time to get in on silver. It's up 25% as of late. So get in on a vintage 90% silver. This is the 1963 Franklin half dollars, the last year of issue for the Franklin half dollar series before the Kennedy series started for the half dollars. It's a great price for a high grade, only 0.05% known on the P and 0.01% known on the D. That means how many of these coins in this grade exist out of the mintage.
You know what that means? It means if you got a haystack sitting there, you're going to be jumping up and down on that thing, and you're not going to be feeling that.
You won't hit the needle.
You're not going to be hitting the needle at all on this one. But again, our competition's selling these coins in capsules for over $50 a coin. They're selling them in the same holder, same grade, for $10 per coin more, which is $20. I agree with them. It's a great coin, end of an era. High grade, low pop, low percentages, but tonight, the lowest price. This one is special.